Hey everybody, this is Claire, and this is Small Joyful Things. As always, I go to thrift stores or estate sales, or sometimes I buy things from Craigslist, and I'm always trying to find things that I find interesting, or I think you guys might want to see, or what have you. And I've got something pretty cool for you today. What I have is this. It is a nice little vase. Small, I have to say, but you know, quite nice, quite shiny, kind of like interesting to look at and what have you. You have gold accents. It's obviously been hand blown, and unfortunately we have a little bit of damage here. Yeah. Someone has most likely put this in the dishwasher, unfortunately. Again, have to say, for the love of God, please do not put your nice vintage stuff in the dishwasher, especially never ever put anything with gold on it in the dishwasher. You are guaranteed to completely destroy it. Please don't do that. Anyway, I bought this in a thrift store for $2, and first thing we're going to do is measure it. This will become important. It is about just under, yeah, 4 1/4 inches high, and about 2 3/4 inches wide. I found it was fairly kind of, you know, it was a little bit dusty and everything, but otherwise in decent condition. It is not chipped, cracked, or anything. As far as I can tell, it's intact, apart from the rather ridiculous damage on the gilt there, and signs that it's definitely been put into the dishwasher. Otherwise, it's in fairly decent shape. So again, it's glass, and now we get to play the fun game of what glass is it and where did it come from. And happily, in this case, we have this mark, and you guys can see that there. You see that V or. So what have we got? Okay, grab this, and we're going to put it there, and be careful not to knock it over. And here we go. Spoilers. Okay. Vecchia Murano. So the mark is, I remember seeing this at some point. I was researching another thing to do with Murano, and I remembered seeing that mark. And that enough was convinced me to just spend $2 on it. I was like, yeah, that's good. That's got a chance of being something. I definitely want to investigate this further. $2, I'll spring $2 for that. It seems like something cool. Now you can see the color as well. It has that nice kind of like amethyst shade. Is kind of, you know, or what would you call it? Cranberry? Maybe cranberry more than amethyst. Yeah, that kind of like purple red color. And the mark there as well. Now, if you do actually a quick search for Vecchia Murano, like it takes about 2 seconds to find, like, well, what is a nice decorative vase with the VR mark? Yeah, you'll find out it's Vecchia Murano. It's going to be one of the glass houses in Venice, producing high quality Italian glassware. Are we so happy now? Because look at the prices here. Vintage Vecchia Murano, $70. $39. I spent $2 on it. You know, you want to think, hey, this is great. Look at that. Ruby red, 24 carat. Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm kidding. No, we are not in the money. Yeah. So here's the thing. We now have a problem, all right? Now, the actual Vecchia Murano vases have this nice little, you know, this little certificate that comes with them. Or obviously the one for this one has been completely lost. But here's the thing. Having looked at this, I'm pretty sure it's not Vecchia. I think it's a fake. I took a look to kind of see whether it's known to be faked, but like the problem is that there's not really a whole lot to say, and to be honest, glassware is so tricky to identify that the 2 seconds that people actually spend Googling stuff, they'll just, you know, Google for the viewer mark, look for Vecchia Murano, oh hey, and then they'll just sell it for $40 or something like that. Unfortunately, I do not for a second think that this is Vecchia Murano. So I'm just going to put that up there because I don't want the light from that making it hard to see. So if I hold this up to the camera, and I hope you can see the pattern, and you can see that all the little flowers are incredibly blobby, and there's wear there obviously, And as well as that, the pattern has this kind of weird little offset. Like it's been badly printed. It's been overprinted. It's like, or shifted or whatever. It's hard to see as well here on the pattern on the camera, but there's very slight discoloration to it as well. Like, I don't for a second think that this is 24 karat gold. It's probably something else. It's something that can get discolored. Like you can see it a little bit there. You see that kind of a weird kind of a like shading or whatever on the pattern. Like this is suspiciously bad quality for something that's meant to be from the master glass blowers of Venice. And yeah, like just it doesn't, and this ain't it. It's got the shiny, you know, kind of looks real shiny or whatever, but the pattern looks like it was half-assed. Generally speaking, if a piece of glass looks like it was half-assed, it's not going to be Murano, even if it's claiming to be so. Now, I took a look at the pictures essentially on eBay of these wonderful vases. You can see these are the sold listings or what have you, and we have a few that actually again have the guarantee or whatever. Let's see, this nice one sold for $28, and is it going to actually show me the load? Okay, maybe he just has a bad picture. Okay, well, it's a little bit easier to see here. You can see the, like, oh my god, iPad, come on. Like, tricky to see, right? But you can see that the band at the top here is quite a bit thicker. And this is for, obviously got a fair bit more damage to it, or what have you. Like, the quality of the pattern here is a little bit, is better than this. This is, like, these are very, very, very blobby. This is normal amounts of blobby. And the definition in the swirls is definitely better. I think this was another one I was looking at. Come on. Yeah, okay. So, I'm careful now. I mean, if you look at this one, you can see that the pattern is... Oh, come on, iPad. I should just... You know what? Lock orientation, damn you. Okay. Yeah, so you can see that the pattern here is like a fair bit, there's still a certain amount of blobbiness, but you can see in the little flowers here, their petals are like properly defined. In this case, they're kind of not, they're just kind of, again, horribly blobby. And the line here at the top again that's incredibly thin. The line at the bottom is quite thick, covers the entire bottom of the base. This one is essentially quite a bit offset, and you can see that this band here is quite thick. And this band up here is up. It's not down at the base here. It looks off. It looks wrong. It looks like somebody half-assed this thing. This one, vintage 5-inch Murano, Italy glass vase. This was the other thing that I noticed when I was looking at this, is that I've said before, when you're actually measuring stuff, measuring is important. Like the actual size can tell you something about what it is, you know. And if you know what the size of the legitimate piece is, obviously if you have a legitimate piece, it should be the same size. All of these here that I've seen that are sold at the actual prices, they're all listed as being 5 inches tall, and this is not. So there you have it, fake Murano. Usually I'm better about catching it. This one, though, I think it was worthwhile because it's not the usual fake Murano that I see. When I usually see fake Murano in a thrift store, it's essentially just the blown glass kind of stuff, and it'll be one of the animal shapes or whatever. And it's usually the stuff that's made in China. The quality is not great. Again, it looks like somebody just knocked it out. The bases are never properly polished. It just kind of looks kind of crappy. This one, possibly the same, but they definitely just kind of, you know, they didn't really do much or whatever with the pattern. So make of that what you will. What will happen to this little vase is that once I stop it from rolling around, it's going to be given back to the thrift store. I have a policy, I will not sell fake stuff. I'm certainly not keeping fake stuff. I have no reason to. So here we go. And we can learn something, if nothing else. So this is my small joyful thing for the day. I hope you guys like it as well. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.